Back to our studios in Southwest Houston. Here's Linda Laurel.
The rough streets of Cuba may be the last place on earth you'd think of finding a world-class artist. But that's exactly where the Houston Ballet found Carlos Acosta. Roseanne Rogers shows us why this tough guy will change your view of men in tights.
When he dances, he dazzles audiences with his amazing abilities. Carlos after receiving rave reviews from his debut with the Royal Ballet in London.
It was really nice, that I had a standing ovation. That made me feel appreciated, and at the end there was some people asking for my autograph.
The dancer's debut was a historic one. He's the first African-American dancer to join the prestigious company. But Carlos doesn't think of it in terms of color.
The art in general is for all the individuals that had the gift. It doesn't matter where you come from, what color you are.
At 25 years old, he's breaking all kinds of barriers in the world of ballet. Growing up in Havana, Cuba, he never dreamed he'd become a world-famous ballet dancer.
I never liked it because I always was into sports, baseball, soccer. And I thought, what am I going to be doing, ballet dancer?
He came from humble beginnings. The youngest of 10 children, Carlos's future didn't look bright.
I used to live in a very rough neighborhood, and my father thought that I was not going to have any future if I stay in that environment.
His parents knew Carlos was athletic, but didn't think he could make it in professional sports. So they enrolled him in dance class in hopes it would be his ticket out of the communist country.
They didn't even count on me. They didn't even ask me. They said, you're doing that, and that's it. And whenever my father said that, you can't argue with him.
After spending several years with the National Ballet of Cuba and making guest appearances with other companies overseas, Carlos got an invitation to come to America and join Houston Ballet in November of '93.
I saw this incredible talent, not only that he technically was very strong or had a lot of talent, but also that he enjoyed dancing so much. So the combination of having someone who has a lot to give as well as having a stunning technique.
In a short amount of time, Carlos's talent developed and he gained recognition in the Bayou City. He landed lead roles in such productions as The Snow Maiden and Don Quixote. Carlos's friend and dancing partner, Lauren Anderson.
He's a dream to work with because he's really, really talented, and also he's like a fabulous person.
It didn't take long before word spread across the country of Houston Ballet's young dancer from Cuba. In fact, the New York Times picked Carlos as one of the most exciting performers to watch, saying he's new blood in the world of dance.
You've been compared to Mikhail Baryshnikov. How do you feel about that?
It's wonderful. That's how, it's the payoff of my work. And, of course, he was a legend. And to be compared with a legend, of course, that was really good.
These days, Carlos is a busy man. He's a joint principal dancer with 2 companies, meaning he divides his time between the Royal Ballet in London and Houston Ballet.
It's always wonderful, to come here. I have so much friends and so much memories, and I work so well here.
Carlos recently came back to perform with Houston Ballet in La Sylphide, where he portrayed a Scotsman who falls in love with the fairy princess. Although he doesn't know exactly what his future may hold, one thing is certain. He feels his role goes beyond the ballet stage.
I think I have the chance to all those people that thought that the ballet was only for white people to say that it's not true. It's for everybody who had the gift. And I think that's my mission. I think that that's what I would like to do for the future generation of dancers.
Acosta returns to the Houston stage in September, but you can catch his dancing partner, prima ballerina Lauren Anderson, in the starring role of Sleeping Beauty. It opens tomorrow night at the Wortham Theater Center.